So I was going to do a review of Camera Obscura, but then I stopped and thought to myself, no one wants to listen to you do a review of what's essentially a film version of a Goosebumps novel. Especially one where Goosebumps did it better. So instead I'm going to talk about something a little more relevant. Like why the remake of Suspiria is going to kick ass.
Yeah, it's no secret that I'm pretty optimistic about Luca Guadagnino's upcoming remake of Suspiria. And I think that's a sentiment a lot of folks are feeling after seeing today's trailer. And I mean, how could they not after seeing that? Between the retro-stylized filmic look, Tom York's atmospheric, eerie score, and the absurdly gorgeous shot composition, all while managing to capture the original feel and appearing to do something wildly different at the same time, I don't really know what's not to love. But then that begs the question. Prior to this trailer, what exactly was upsetting people so much about the idea of Suspiria being remade? What is it that makes people hate remakes in the first place? Why do people hold the originals in such high regard? And it got me thinking. I understand the notion of being upset upon seeing a remake that doesn't understand or doesn't live up to the original. I've been disappointed by plenty of film remakes, especially throughout the majority of the early 2000s. Platinum Dunes, time and again, churned out remake after remake after remake with the sole purpose of making money and retaining the rights to the IPs, rather than the actual passion for films or the craft. There was no vision, there was no love. It was quantity over quality conveyor belt filmmaking. But to be adamantly against the idea of remakes as a whole, it just feels silly and incredibly reductive, since it ignores the fact that other creators could have new and interesting takes on an already existing film. And if most of the world thought in the way that some do, we would be without some of the most widely lauded films of today. Hell, arguably one of the best horror films of all time, John Carpenter's The Thing, is a remake. So is The Fly. So is The Crazies. So is Evil Dead. All of these are remakes that not only in many instances surpass the original, but are also widely considered classics in this day and age. And that brings me to Suspiria. There's no argument that the original film is iconic. It was Argento's first foray into experimenting with color and music, and as a result the film is a surreal Technicolor nightmare that can't really be replicated. It's purely Argento, and to this day, his name is synonymous with the aesthetic that he created with Suspiria. But why does that mean the movie can't be remade? No one out there is capable of replicating Argento, there's no argument there, but Guadagnino knows this, and that's why he's not even trying. Instead, he's going wildly in the opposite direction to create a Suspiria that's wholly his own. The name Suspiria is only synonymous with the Technicolor dreamland that Argento created because it's never been done any other way. Suspiria doesn't equal lavish colors and beautiful sets and goblin music. It's just a bare-bones story about a coven of witches at a dance academy. And if Guadagnino had done that story and not called it Suspiria, everyone would just complain that it's a ripoff of Suspiria. So instead, why not show that Suspiria can be something else? Why not do it in a way that no one has done it before? Why can't it be sepia-toned with a Tom York score? As long as the basic plot is the same, it's still Suspiria. There's still witches at a dance academy. So let someone else take a crack at that story and handle it in a completely different way. And that's what all good remakes should be. A new take on an already existing concept. A fresh vision that can maybe tell us something new or provide us with a different view or give us new insight on a concept. Exploration of new ideas are what keeps cinema going. And if the majority thought in the way that some do, we'd have never gotten any remakes, not even some of the best. And the last thing we want is to take the creativity out of filmmaking. Lord knows, there's so little of it going around already. So to conclude my little tangential, kinda long-winded discussion that might have gotten away from itself a few times, go see Suspiria. Give it a chance. Give remakes a chance. Keep an open mind. Because even if they're not good, the original's still there. The original's always going to be there. And sometimes the worst remakes will provide you with a new outlook on the original, or a newfound love and recognition for the source material. And really, isn't that what filmmaking's all about? As always, guys, thank you so much for watching and enjoying this new, different style of video I'm doing. Not sure if I'll do more of these in the future. We'll see how this one's received. But if you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all very soon.